Welcome back to the Going Gold series, where I aim to equip you with the knowledge you need to reach gold. Today we'll cover how to play angles. No, this isn't geometry, but it's something crucial to understanding how to play Valorant effectively. When it comes down to angles, it closely ties in with peeking. There are generally three types: standard, off, and headshot angles. Standard angles are the most basic but fundamental positions players can fight from. Many players use these angles frequently because they provide a solid line of sight to the enemy while also providing adequate cover. Because these positions are so commonly used, it's best to start learning how to pre-aim these angles. Off angles are meant to throw all of that out the window. These angles are meant to be curveballs for the enemy. By intentionally playing from a disadvantageous position, such as standing out in the open, you can actually give yourself a slight advantage in the gunfight. Off angles can include playing in the open, on top of boxes, or anywhere generally unpredictable. Since most players will be clearing out the standard angles, they won't be anticipating someone playing from an unexpected position. It's best to play off angles as agents who have abilities to make an easy getaway. Just be careful not to play off angles all the time, because then you'd become too predictable. Remember, the point of playing off angles is to be unpredictable. Let's move on to headshot angles. Headshot angles are positions where only your head is exposed to the enemy. These positions force the enemy to aim at your head, which is significantly more difficult to hit than your body. Therefore, headshot angles are the most effective when used while on low HP. Since you're already one shot away from dying, why not make it as difficult as possible for the enemy to hit that shot? Now that we know the three general types of angles, we need to understand how to play around them. There's a concept referred to as angle advantage, which dictates that whether you're peeking an angle as a defender or an attacker, the player that's further away from the angle will always have the advantage. Why is that? This is because the closer you are to an angle, the more limited your vision becomes. In first-person shooter games like Valorant, the camera doesn't reveal which parts of your player model are exposed. Therefore, you could shove your face into a wall and think that you're fully in cover, when in reality, you're not. Imagine this scenario in Haven, where you pushed up to be a cubby. Playing close to the angle severely limits your vision. While you can't see anybody, enemies pushing up further away from your angle will end up seeing your shoulder first, giving them the advantage in the fight. This is just a brief introduction to a concept that's relatively more complex. If you're interested in understanding more of what angle advantage is, I recommend you go to the Reddit link posted below. If not, just remember that if you're holding an angle, try to play further away from it to maximize your advantage in a fight. And that's it for now. If you learned anything new or have opinions to share about angles, make sure to add them in the comments so that others can benefit from it too. That being said, I'll catch you in the next one.
On the left?
Double doors left in.
3 bullets. Oh, that's a win.
What?
I want it so bad.
What the fuck?
Yeah.